Good morning, my dear students. This is the second preparatory assignment of the 6 of grade 10. In this assignment, we will revise exercise 1B and 1C. Let's start. The first question is define the term couple, center of gravity of a body. Center of gravity is the point about which the algebraic sum of movement of weights of particles constituting the body is 0 and the entire weight of the body is considered to act at this point howsoever the body is placed. Right? Center of gravity point about which the algebraic sum of movement of weight of particle constituting the body is 0 and the entire weight of the body is considered to act at this point howsoever the body is placed. Right? Next, can the center of gravity of a body be situated outside its material? Give an example. Yes, the center of gravity can be situated outside the material of a body. For example, center of ring. Next question. State a factor on which the position of center of gravity of a body depends. Explain your answer. The position of center of gravity of a body of a given mass depends on its shape, that is on the distribution of mass in it. For example, the center of gravity of a uniform wire is at midpoint, but if the wire is bent into the form of a circle, its center of gravity will then be at the center of the ring. Right? What is the position of the center of gravity of a rectangular lamina and cylinder? The position of a center of gravity of a rectangular lamina is at the point of intersection of its diagonals, while the position of center of gravity of cylinder is at the midpoint on the axis of cylinder. Question number 5. At which point is the center of gravity situated in a triangular lamina and a circular lamina? The center of gravity of a triangular lamina is situated at the point of intersection of its median. Center of gravity of a circular lamina is situated at the center of circular lamina. Center of gravity is triangular lamina is at the intersection. It is situated at the point of intersection of the medians, and center of gravity of circular lamina is situated at the center of circular lamina. Next, where is the center of gravity of a uniform ring situated? The center of gravity of a uniform ring is situated at the center of ring. Center of gravity of a uniform ring is situated at the center of ring. Okay? Center of gravity uniform ring is situated at the center of ring. Your next question is, a square cardboard is suspended by passing a pin through a narrow hole at its one corner. Draw a diagram to show its rest position. In diagram, mark the point of suspension by the letter S and the center of gravity by the letter G. Right? This is a cardboard. This is pen. Mark the suspension point through S and center of gravity through G. Means as center of gravity is at the point of intersection. A cardboard in the rest position with G as its center of gravity and S is the point of suspension. Next, question number exercise 1C. Question number 1. Explain the meaning of uniform circular motion. Why is the such motion is said to be accelerated? ठीक है? Uniform motion क्या होता है? When a particle moves with the constant speed in a circular path, its motion is said to be circular motion. For example, revolution of Earth around the sun is an example of uniform circular motion. Okay? When a particle moves with the constant speed in a circular path, its motion is said to be uniform circular motion. For example, revolution of Earth around the sun is an example of uniform circular motion. Next, Draw a neat and clean diagram for a particle moving in a circular path with the speed in your diagram show the direction of velocity. ठीक है, particle moving in a circular path with constant speed is this. At point A's direction is upward. ठीक है, at point B's direction is this. C downward and D in this side. Right? Is it possible to have an accelerated motion with a constant speed? Name such type of motion. Yes, uniform circular motion has an accelerated motion with the constant speed. ठीक है, जो यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन होता है वो क्या होता है? Has an accelerated motion. Right? Next, give an example of motion in which the speed remains uniform but the velocity changes. Motion of a cyclist on a circular track is an example of uniform motion in which the speed is remain uniform but velocity changes. ठीक है, जब मोशन होता है ना साइकिलिस्ट का सर्कुलर ट्रैक पर, उसमें क्या होती है? स्पीड क्या रहती है? यूनिफॉर्म रहती है, बट वेलोसिटी क्या होती है? चेंज. राइट. योर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज differentiate between uniform linear motion and uniform circular motion. Uniform linear motion, the body moves along a straight line, and circular में circular path पर body moves along circular path. Speed and direction both remain constant in linear motion. Speed is constant with direction changes continuously in uniform circular motion. It is not an accelerated, means linear motion is not an accelerated motion, but circular motion is an accelerated motion. Name the force required for circular motion stated direction. Centripetal force is required for circular motion. It is always directed towards the center of circle. What is centripetal force? Force acting on a body with which in the circular motion is called centripetal force. It acts towards the center of circular path. Next, explain the motion of planet around the sun in a circular path. A planet moves around the sun in nearly circular path for which the gravitational force of attraction on the planet by the sun provide the necessary centripetal force required for circular motion. क्या होता है जब planets revolve करते हैं, sun क्या करता है? necessary centripetal force apply करता है. Right? Next, how does the centripetal force differ from a centrifugal force with reference to the direction in which they act? They act in opposite direction. Reference means direction की जो होते हैं वो both act in opposite direction. Is centrifugal force of the force of reaction of the centripetal force. कैसे centrifugal force होता है? Force of reaction होता है. No, the centrifugal force is not the force of reaction of centripetal force. Is centrifugal force a real force? No, centrifugal force is a fictitious force. Right? Next, last question. State two difference between centripetal and centrifugal force. Centripetal force क्या होती है? It is the force acting on a body moving in a circular path in the direction towards the center of circular path. But centrifugal force is a force assumed to be acting on a body in a direction away from the center of circular path. Centripetal force is a real force and centrifugal force is a fictitious force. Right? This is all about your unit test syllabus. Revise this syllabus. Thanks and have a nice day.